Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating, secretive, and powerful dynasties in the world. This is the untold story of the Trillionaire family that shaped Singapore from the ground up. Their empire stretches from soy sauce factories to skyscrapers, luxury hotels to secretive offshore trusts, and even into the political corridors that define Singapore's global clout. With power so immense it touches every corner of the island, this is the story of how one family quietly amassed an empire worth over $1 trillion, and why they remain hidden behind a veil of secrecy. So grab your seat because this journey into wealth, power, and influence will change the way you see Singapore forever. 1. Origins, from soy sauce to skyscrapers. Ng Teng Fong was not born into wealth. His childhood in rural China and later Singapore was shaped by hardship. Working in his parents' soy sauce business, he would spend his early days pedaling a bicycle for deliveries and learning the art of persistence. By 1960, he broke away from the family's modest trade and set his sights on real estate, a risky gamble in a city-state still defining its identity. He founded the Far East organization, and within 2 decades, he had become known as the King of Orchard Road. His developments like Far East Plaza and Lucky Plaza redefined Singapore's city center. The foundation of the Ng family fortune was laid not in oil or finance, but in cement, steel, and an unrelenting belief in Singapore's future as a global hub. Yet the story of the family's rise isn't just about property. It's about timing, strategy, and an uncanny ability to foresee the city's next moves. 2. Building the billionaire empire. As Singapore modernized, Ng Teng Fong doubled down. His company grew into one of Asia's largest private real estate developers. By the 1980s and 1990s, Far East organization had its hands on nearly every corner of the island: shopping malls, office towers, luxury hotels, and residential estates. But here's where it gets interesting. Ng's empire wasn't confined to Singapore. He pushed into Hong Kong with Sino Group, snapping up prime land and expanding the family's reach into one of the most competitive property markets in the world. By positioning his family across 2 financial powerhouses, Singapore and Hong Kong, Ng ensured that their wealth wasn't just immense, but diversified and shielded from political turbulence. It was during this time that whispers of the family's true fortune began. While Forbes listed their billions, insiders argued the Ng family's private holdings and trusts spanning Asia, Europe, and offshore tax havens could easily stretch into the trillions. 3. Power passed down, Robert and Philip Ng. When Ng Teng Fong passed away in 2010, his empire was split between his 2 sons. Robert Ng took control of Sino Group in Hong Kong, while Philip Ng oversaw Far East organization in Singapore. Together, they not only preserved the empire but expanded it. Philip, often described as a devout and reserved figure, kept a low profile in Singapore. Yet his influence is everywhere. From Clarke Quay to Sentosa, from Orchard Road to prime Marina Bay plots, the Ng family controls swathes of Singapore's most valuable land. Robert, on the other hand, became a dominant force in Hong Kong's property sector, turning Sino Land into one of the city's largest real estate developers. Despite their contrasting personalities, the brothers operated with precision, ensuring the Ng dynasty remained one of Asia's most powerful and discreet families. 4. The secretive $1 trillion web. Here's where things get truly mysterious. Analysts estimate the Ng family controls assets well beyond their listed net worth. Through private trusts, cross-holdings, and offshore entities, their wealth is believed to eclipse the $1 trillion mark. Why the secrecy? Unlike Western tycoons who buy super yachts and make headlines, the Ng dynasty operates quietly, embedding their wealth into long-term projects and philanthropic ventures. But secrecy also protects power. Their sprawling portfolio covers over 1,000 properties worldwide, including luxury hotels in Australia, landmark office towers in Hong Kong, and retail giants in Singapore. This level of global diversification isn't just financial savvy, it's dynastic security. 5. Luxury beyond imagination. While the Ng family prefers to keep their lifestyle under wraps, glimpses into their world reveal billionaire luxury at its finest. Multi-million-dollar mansions in Nassim Road, private jets that shuttle them across Asia, and exclusive art collections worth hundreds of millions all form part of the picture. but their most extravagant assets are the properties themselves. Imagine staying in a luxury hotel in Singapore, dining in a high-end Orchard Road restaurant, or shopping in a flagship mall. Chances are, you're walking on NG family ground. Their wealth isn't hidden in bank accounts, it's written across skylines. And yet, their spending often reflects restraint. While the family can easily outspend oil sheikhs or tech moguls, they maintain a controlled image, balancing quiet luxury with Singapore's culture of modesty. 6. Political connections and soft power. Here's an untold secret: wealth on this scale doesn't just buy property, it buys influence. While the NG family doesn't play politics directly, their developments shape Singapore's identity. Orchard Road is their masterpiece, Marina Bay their legacy. By controlling the spaces where Singaporeans shop, dine, and live, they wield immense cultural and economic power. Beyond Singapore, the family has built relationships with governments across Asia, particularly in Hong Kong and China. These alliances are crucial not just for expanding their empire but for safeguarding it against political shifts. Soft power, for the NG family, is built not on speeches or offices, but on real estate and capital flow. 7. The family legacy: secrets of dynasty building. Dynasties like the NG family don't just accumulate wealth, they preserve it across generations. Their strategy is built on 3 pillars: secrecy, faith, and succession. Secrecy ensures outsiders never fully grasp the extent of their fortune. Faith, deeply ingrained in their personal lives, guides their philanthropy and business ethics. Succession ensures that the next generation is groomed to protect the dynasty at all costs. And while the public sees only Robert and Philip, the next generation of NGs is already being prepared behind the scenes. Some are educated in Ivy League schools, others trained in Asia's top financial hubs. All are positioned to continue the trillion-dollar legacy well into the 21st century. 8. Untold secrets of wealth and power. So what are the secrets that have kept the NG family on top? First, timing. They always seem to know when and where to buy land, especially in emerging neighborhoods that later turned into billion-dollar hotspots. Second, discretion. By avoiding the spotlight, they shielded themselves from the controversies that plagued flashier billionaires. Third, global vision. While rooted in Singapore, they expanded relentlessly, embedding themselves in Hong Kong, China, and beyond. And finally, patience. Unlike tech billionaires chasing quarterly growth, the NG dynasty thinks in decades, even centuries. Their empire isn't built for today's headlines, but for tomorrow's history books. And there you have it, the untold secrets of Singapore's trillionaire family. From soy sauce beginnings to skyscraper empires, from Orchard Road to global dynastic power, the NG family's story is more than just wealth. It's about control, legacy, and the quiet dominance of a dynasty that reshaped an entire nation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden world of the world's richest and most powerful families, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more insider stories. Who should we uncover next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below, because we've only just scratched the surface of global billionaire dynasties. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep watching.